What's good, YouTube? It's Aurzyn. And today I am bringing y'all a basic dribble tutorial. This is a very requested video. I've been having so many requests for my signature styles, which I already posted a couple days ago, as well as a dribble tutorial. People want to know how I'm dribbling like I am, because you know what I'm saying, I got in the lab the first week of the game and I learned how to dribble. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end to learn how to dribble. And I literally go in depth about every single control there is for dribbling in this video. So make sure you guys actually watch the entire thing if you want to become a better dribbler in NBA 2K22. Another thing as well is make sure you guys go watch my dribble moves video and put on those signature styles. You are going to need them for this dribble tutorial. Not need them necessarily, but they are going to help. They are the best dribble moves, so I definitely recommend putting them on. And it's going to go hand in hand with the animations you see in this dribble tutorial, so it's going to make you a lot less confused if you're following along. So I definitely recommend and put those styles on. But before we get into it, make sure to drop a like if this video did help you out, as well as hit that sub button. We are on the road to 20K, and if you guys want to be a part of this journey, make sure to hit that sub button. It's always free to unsub if you guys want, so literally it takes 2 seconds. Just hit that sub button, and if you guys don't enjoy this video and don't enjoy my content, you guys can always unsubscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, but I guarantee you guys will enjoy my content and will enjoy this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so we are going to be getting into the actual dribble tutorial now. Now, where I would suggest to practice your dribble moves would be the My Court, and you're going to want to invite a NBA player. Go to your phone, go to squad up, and you're going to want to invite an NBA player to your My Court. Any NBA player, doesn't matter, usually the ones on your team. And you're going to go to a personal workout, put yourself on offense, and put the other person on defense. And basically, this is going to allow you to dribble the entire court, and it's going to allow you to dribble against another person as well, or an AI. So beginning with the most basic of moves, you guys can see it's just going to be these crossovers right here. These crossovers, you guys I'm starting out really basic. So if you guys are a little more advanced, maybe skip a little bit ahead in the video for more advanced stuff, but I'm going to start off really basic. So the crossover, all you're going to do is flick your right stick to the opposite ball hand, diagonal up. I'll put a controller on the screen, diagonal up to the opposite ball hand. So if the ball's in the right hand, you flick it up to the left, and then you get that. Same thing for between the legs, but now it's just sideways. Opposite ball hand, sideways. The ball's in my left hand, I'm flicking my controller to the right. And this is without holding RT, by the way. These are without holding RT, and then the same thing for the behind the back. It's going to be diagonal backwards now, though. So the ball's in my left hand, diagonal backwards. You can see my player does it behind the back. And you can see with this, these are very basic moves, and you're not really going to use them alone. These are more for helping you combo into other moves, which I'm going to get into later in the video. Now, for the next move you are going to want to learn is going to be about the size up escape packages. If you guys do not have my dribble moves, make sure to go check them out. Again, I already mentioned in this video, make sure to go check it out. I think it's 2 videos ago. Go check out my dribble moves. You need the dribble moves in order to follow this dribble tutorial. You don't actually, you don't really need the dribble moves to follow this tutorial, but those are the best dribble moves to use. So I would highly suggest going and watching that video and then coming back and watching this one as well. But for going into these size up escape packages, you are going to be using this one right here, and you're going to want to hold RT now and do the same exact thing as the standing crossover. Basically, this is going to allow you to do a big hop side to side, a big hop side to side, you can see right here. And all I'm doing is flicking my right stick diagonal up, but this time I'm holding RT. So hold RT and flick it diagonal up. And now for the between the legs, it's going to be the same thing to the side again. So opposite ball hand to the side, and you're going to want to hold RT. Hold RT. You can go between the legs. And honestly, I don't use this move a lot. I mainly just use a crossover, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to do every single move. So like I said, crossovers diagonal up to the opposite hand. So the ball's in my left hand, going opposite. I'm flicking my right stick to the diagonal right up. And then between the legs is just to the right, and behind the back, you can see right here, it's this move. It's going to be diagonal down to the opposite ball hand. Same thing, same concept for all of these moves. We're just getting a little bit more advanced now. Now, a move that you have not talked about on the standing is going to be this move. It's because this move right here, it's not very good if you don't hold RT. Now, holding RT makes it part of the size of escape package instead of the the size up package. So the size up escape, basically what you're going to want to do is now you're going to flick your right stick to the same ball hand. So the ball's in my right hand, I'm going to flick it to my right hand. And you can see it creates a lot of space like this. And if it creates a lot of space, you can see I can just speed boost out of it like this. Just speed boost out of it. It's going to be a very, very effective move for you guys. So make sure you're holding RT and flick the ball to the same ball hand. So if the ball is in my left hand, I'm just going to flick my right stick to the left. And that is very, very simple, very, very simple move. You can see I get a big speed boost out of it. And now moving on to the next move I am going to be showing you guys today, it is going to be the speed boost. I'm going to be showing you guys the different speed boosts there are. So really there's only two. You have the normal speed boost right here, which is going to be the speed boost you do. This one goes off of your dribble style. So my dribble style is quick. Like I said, if you guys need all my other dribble moves, go watch my dribble moves video. But this is gonna be quick. This is a quick dribble style. And I'm just speed boosting around with it. You can see like that. I'm speed boosting around. Now there's another one. Now I'm gonna show you guys this one too. Basically, you guys can see I'm doing like a sideways like dribble move now. I'm doing like sideways. You can see I don't get it every time. I'm not perfect at it, but I can get it most of the time. And basically, this is what this is gonna allow you to do. Is when you're doing that normal speed boost that I talked about before, the AI or the defender is going to be able to get better animations and better clamp animations. So let's say they're guarding you tight. All you have to do is just do this like side one. It's kind of like a speed boost, but it's not like the speed boost animation you're thinking of. It's like a weird speed boost. And it makes you dribble really, really fast. And overall, it just doesn't, like this move, it just like allows the defender not to stick to you. And it basically is really, really good for creating space. So I would suggest you learning that and throwing it in with all of your other moves. Now, moving on to some of the moving crossover and all of that. Basically, moving crossover, it's going to be the same as the standing and the size of escape packages. Basically, all you want to do is hold RT, run up the court, and just do a crossover, which is diagonal up to the opposite ball hand. Like I said, and then between the legs, opposite ball hand, but this time not diagonal, so it's just opposite ball hand. So left, flick it directly to the right, and then behind the back is going to be diagonal down to the left if the ball is in my right hand. If the ball is on my left hand, it's gonna be diagonal down to the right hand. Basically, very, very simple. Just like the standing and size of escape packages, it's going to be the same control. So behind the back is always going to be diagonal down. To the side is always going to be between the legs. And diagonal up is always going to be a crossover. No matter if you're doing a moving, a size of escape, or a standing. No matter what you're doing, it is always going to be those same controls, whether you're holding RT or something like that. But anyway, let's move on to the next move. Now, the next move is going to be the momentum crossover. Now, I'm pretty sure any single build can do this in the entire game. I don't know what rating is needed for this. I know that I could do it on a lot of different builds, and I even had on one of my next gen players. I don't know if it's the same on current gen, but my next gen player, I didn't have it upgraded at all, and I can momentum on it. So I don't know. It just gets faster, I think, as the rating goes up. But you guys can see, I'm on a play glass right now, so I do not have that. I have like an 80 ball control, so you can see it's kind of slow still. But basically, all you do is just flick up on the right stick and then move your left stick to the opposite ball hand. So the ball's in my right hand right now. I'm going to flick my right stick up and then hold my left stick to the left. And then the same thing, the opposite. Flick my right stick up. Hold on. I have to do it in the momentum. It's hard to talk to. But flick your right stick up and then move your ball to the left or to the right. Move your left stick to the right. So you guys can see it again right here, and you guys can see I can just spam it over and over again. And then just go to my court, practice it a few times. You'll get it down. It's a very, very simple move. Now, the next move, this is one of my favorite moves. You guys, if you guys see clips of me or see me play at all, this is a move I do a lot. I call it the pullback. Basically, all you do is just pull the ball back. It's very, very simple. All you're gonna do is literally flick up on the right stick, and right as you flick up on the right stick, you're gonna flick down on the left stick. Now, very, very important for this move, you cannot hold RT, and same for the momentum. I don't know. Yeah, for the momentum, you cannot hold RT either. Both of these moves do not hold RT. And another thing this move does is, if you can momentum, especially if you have a fast momentum, you can get a really good combo with the momentum to the pullback, which is one thing I really, really like to do. But basically, the pullback, something like you do like this, literally just flick up on the right stick and then flick back on the left stick. It's very, very simple. Go to the mic court, just practice it out for a little bit. You'll get it down, and it's very, very simple. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the explosive behind the back. Explosive behind the back, all you're going to do is hold RT, flick diagonal down to the right on your right stick, diagonal down to the right. If the ball's in your left hand, you flick diagonal down to the right on the right stick, and then put your left stick to the right. So you guys can see I'm doing it right there. and it's the opposite. So hold RT, flick your right stick diagonal down to the left, and hold your left stick to the left. By the way, in this video, if I do say RT, it's just the speed boost. If you are on PS4, I believe it's R2. I'm not sure, but I am on Xbox, so RT for me. And you guys could just spam this, get it down. If you guys didn't understand it, just go like rewind 30 seconds and watch it again. But it's very, very simple. You guys could just spam it. And yeah, now for some basic combos. This is gonna be the last thing in the video. Some basic combos that I do for you guys. Is going to be one that I really, really like to do. Is going to be a standing crossover into a size up escape crossover into a normal speed boost. You know, remember I talked about there was two different speed boosts. I call one the normal speed boost, and then one's a sideways speed boost. That's just how I term it. But basically, what you're gonna want to do is, without holding RT, flick the ball to the other hand. So without holding RT, you do a crossover, and then as soon as you do that crossover, you're gonna hold RT and do another crossover. So basically, it's gonna look like this. Hold on. It's gonna look like that, and basically, it's really, really good. For let's say you're spamming this right here. You're just spamming and you're going left and right and you're just spamming, and then they think you're gonna go back left right here, but then you just cross over and then you do it again. You just cross over and then you do it again. It's very, very good in my opinion for tricking the defender and making the defender think you're gonna go one way. If you do it right now, they think you're gonna go right and then you just go left. I use this move a lot, and you guys could see. You guys could even use it with the other speed boost. You guys, I didn't do it right there, but you guys could see right there, it still works. Not as well. I like it with the other move. And yeah, the next move, the next combo I'm gonna be getting into is gonna be the pullback spam. Now this is a move I love to do. This is one of my favorite moves. Like I said, the pullback is one of my favorite moves, and you guys can just spam this like over and over and over again. Now I believe you need a certain ball control in order to spam it. Otherwise, it does it too slow and you can't spam it. But I don't usually spam it more than like 3 times, I'd say. I usually do it like 2-3 times, and then I just speed boost and go back, and then pull back, and then speed boost again, like I'm doing right now. And you guys can see it is very, very, very good. Alright, so the final move is going to be the spin back. Now, this is not too advanced of a move, but definitely more on the advanced side. So if you guys are new to dribbling, I would go ahead and recommend like not like, or you could learn this, but I would recommend like not like executing it that much before you guys practice and get better at dribbling. But basically, it's going to be I'm just gonna assume, because I've already taught some of these moves, I'm gonna assume you know what they mean. It's going to be a moving between the legs. If you skipped over that, make sure to go back and learn how to do that. A moving between the legs into a spin. Now if the ball is in your right hand to start, once you do it between the legs, it's going to be in your left hand. So once you do the between the legs, you're gonna spin your right stick from 12 to 6 o'clock. So from the top to the bottom, and you're gonna want to go all the way around the side. So you're gonna want to spin it like a clock. It's gonna spin. And basically, once you do that, you keep holding RT. So that's really, really important. So RT, do a moving between the legs, and then spin it. If the ball starts in your right hand, that's really, really important. Do it between the legs. Spin your right stick from 12 to 6 o'clock counterclockwise, and you should get something like this. Now, I haven't thrown in the last move. I'll get that in a second. But now for the left side, it's going to be the opposite. So it's going to be 12 to 6 clockwise, and it's going to be a between the legs from your left to the right. So this is what that looks like. I did a crossover accidentally. That's my bad, but that's what that looks like. And the final move is just going to be a tap of the LT button. Now let's combo like this, and then you just tap the LT button, which I believe is L2 on PS4. You just tap that button, and it does that little hesitation. That's also another move you guys could do. Just tap LT pretty much anywhere, and it makes you just like stop. That's how you do a quick stop, guys, by the way. Just tap LT anywhere and you do a quick stop. But yeah, that's the spin back. You guys, it might take you guys a little bit to get this move down. Like I said, it is a intermediate move in my opinion. Not too advanced, but definitely more on the hard side compared to all these other moves in this video. But yeah, that's all the dribble moves I have for you guys today. If you guys want more of an advanced dribble tutorial, make sure you guys let me know in the comments, and make sure to drop a like on this video if you guys do want that. Let's see if we can aim for 100 likes on this video. If we get 100 likes, I will definitely drop an advanced dribble tutorial in the future. But for now, that's about it. If this video did help you guys out, make sure to hit that sub button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers right now. And yeah, I'm out, man. Peace.